Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be talking about Lego trains. Currently in the Lego City, I have 4 different Lego trains that are fully operational, along with 3 different Lego train stations and a train yard, which is just right underneath the Lego City table there. So today we're going to be running all 4 of those trains. I'm going to be discussing some things about them, sort of what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and how I plan to improve them in the near future. So let's have some fun with some Lego trains. So we're going to start with the Lego Disney train that comes from the Disney Train and Station set. This is probably my favorite train in the Lego room right now. I do love all Lego trains, but this one just is really nice. And it's the only one that I have hooked up to the Bluetooth functions on the Lego Power functions on your phone here. So this thing actually makes noise. So if I press this button, it'll blow a whistle or have music or a bell. So whatever we'd like to do there. And then on the right side here, you see the plus and the minus and the stop. That's how you get the physical train going. Right now, I'm using the snow background because it's freaking cold out right now. But this train will get going. So when we hit the plus button, it actually makes noise coming out of the phone as well. And it's got different speeds. Now I recently replaced all the switch tracks in the Lego City here. So this train can officially go around the entire Lego City. Now this train is also an 8-wide train, so I did have some complications with it to start, but I've obviously fixed those complications. I had to move the train station back 2 studs so that I could squeak by right there. But I've made those changes, so now the Disney train can go around the entire Lego City, which is nice. Why have a train if it can't go around the entire Lego City? It's also why I like this train here. So I have a couple switches set up here in the amusement park as well. So this train would be able to take this switch right here and then pick up guests from the Disney Train and Station set, which is just right here in the amusement park. So the theory is that guests would enter into the amusement park and then they would be able to access the Disney Train and Station, which could take them around the Lego City, or it could just go around the small circuit that goes around the amusement park here in the Lego City. So that's the Disney Train and Station set. I really like it. It's very well detailed. It is powered by the Bluetooth functions, which is sort of a new thing for me. I really like how you can see the wheel movement. Absolutely wonderful Lego set, and now I have it set up so that it can go around the entire Lego City. So I'm really happy with the Disney Train and Station set. So the next train we're going to be taking a look at is the high-speed passenger train, which is the white train right over here. This is the older one. I know there's a newer passenger train in blue and gold in the Lego City lineup. Haven't managed to get my hands on that just because I don't really have any space for any more trains. But I just switched the position of the high-speed passenger train with the Disney train. The Disney train is now sitting in the station. This is actually a double station, so we have our general Lego City station right here, which is mainly serviced by the high-speed passenger train, and it's how guests can, or residents of the Lego City, can move from one point of the city to the other point of the city, because we have one train station here, and then we have another train station over here by the police station. And that's the one that I had to pull forward 2 studs so that we can fit the 8-wide trains by. Now, the point of the amusement park train station or the Disney train station is this is only accessible from guests, so you have to pay your admission to get in here to access that train station and board the Disney train. But either way, this one runs on standard batteries, of course. It's not a Bluetooth. You get the standard IR remote. I got a triple IR remote right here set up for all my different trains, and we can just fire this up here and it'll go around the Lego City pretty quick. I really like this train because it's so fast and it'll really get going. It's actually the first Lego City train that I ever bought, and right there you can see it switching directions on the new sort of switch that I installed here in the Lego City, so that it can switch directions without having to actually physically be switched on the IR remote. Even though this is a double-sided train, so it could go in either direction and look fine, I decided to put that switch there so that it can switch directions on its own. And now it should just continue around the track like that. So yeah, this was the first train that I ever bought, and sort of got me into the Lego train world. I'd say it's a really good starter train. Same with the Disney train. The Disney train, they're really good starter trains. So if you haven't really started with any trains, these things are perfect. One obviously runs on Bluetooth and one runs on an IR receiver. I think all the trains now run on Bluetooth, so you won't even be able to buy these IR receivers from sets anymore. So the more advanced trains can be found here underneath the Lego City in the train yard. This train yard here took a lot of Lego train track, like a lot. So that's why you see the traverses that I set up to go from the train yard underneath the Lego City up to the train yard are sort of barren. I had to take the majority of the track from there to properly set up this train yard underneath the Lego City. So here we can see the sort of semi-custom cargo train locomotive, which is a 8-wide train, and it essentially takes two official Lego sets, 60052, the cargo train, and makes one big heavy-duty locomotive with two sets of drive wheels. This thing needs a battery swap right now, so it doesn't really pull all of these trains successfully around the Lego City. If I were to take off the bulkhead flat car and also the gondola car, I would be able to tow some stuff around, so we'll try that out. The bulkhead flat car is this one here in yellow, and the gondola car right there, they're massive. Like, they're so long. There's no way that I can successfully drive or tow those wagons around this train track because I don't have the R56 curves. But the double drive wheel cargo train should be able to pull these ones around, so we'll try that. Yeah, no problem. But this this train system here that we have set up runs on the IR remote, and it actually has two sets of drive wheels. So I run it on one half of my IR remote. So it has two different receivers and two different sets of drive wheels with one battery box in there. I really do like the BMR or the Brick Model Railroader train kits, and those are the ones that have created all these different unique custom wagons and cars. But they are just too big for my Lego City, unfortunately. I cannot run these cars around my Lego City. They have to stay down here in the train yard. Eventually, one day, I do want to bring them up and put them in the Lego City. It's just not feasible or doable at all at this point. But they are nice pieces, very highly detailed, and they are nice to have down here in the train yard. And they're just a different scale. They're large, right? They're really nice scale, and they have a lot of different details. So the last functioning train is this heavy haul train right here in red. This is just a classic Lego set. It's got some custom wagons on the back there and some regular ones. So this should be able to drive around the train yard as well in the inner loop. And this is just a regular scale Lego train. A little bit more economical and easier to drive around Lego cities, not quite as large and demanding. And this one actually technically could go up there in the Lego City as well, but because it's sort of a cargo train style or heavy haul train style, I've decided to keep it where it belongs, in the train yard. I think it's in need of a battery swap too, though. So overall, I'm a huge fan of Lego trains. Right now, I currently have the high-speed passenger train going around the Lego City, and also the Disney train from the Disney Train and Station set is also making its way around the Lego City as well. These are probably my two favorite trains right now as it stands in the Lego City, because they're just so easy to run. They don't give me any headaches. They don't require wide turns. They're easy. It's just simple. It's just really painless to run these two trains. I do want to make some improvements here to my Lego City train track. You can see a lot of it is ballast with the black ballast or ties. I do need to complete that project. It is a very part intensive project, but you can see a lot of the train track still requires those ballasts. So I do have to do that. One other thing I want to do, and it's crazy to even say this early in my life, but I absolutely do not like how my train yard is underneath the Lego City. Like, it's good. I'd rather have a train yard than not have one, but it just drives me crazy how I can't drive my cargo trains up here in the Lego City. I got to be down on my knees to try and get those things going. So one thing I want to do, maybe eventually, hopefully in the near future, and I know this is crazy, but I want to get a bigger Lego room, because I want to bring that Lego train yard upstairs here, or up top to the Lego City, so that we can have the Lego train yard integrated with the Lego City. I would do it now, but that would just mean too much. I'd have to sacrifice too much. Like, I'd have to sacrifice either the amusement park or the ocean or something to get that train yard up top here, and I'm just not willing to do that. Yeah, so that's really about it for today. Just wanted to show you guys my different trains that I have going in the Lego City. Sorry, this is sort of a choppy video, because running trains is hard when you got one hand running the train and one hand filming the video. So it's sort of a choppy video, but I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff. I do want to make some improvements. I want to get that train yard up top here, but that just requires a bigger house, which is crazy. And I will tell you guys, probably in the next year and a half, that will be happening. So it's pretty exciting. And when that does happen, I think this Lego City will be pretty neat. Yeah, but these trains down here just need more. They just need more space. They need wider turns and more space. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no way of fixing it with the circumstances that I am in right now. Have yourselves a great day. I really do appreciate the view. As always, guys, stay tuned for some more great stuff coming up here on my YouTube channel. And we'll see you again in the not so distant future. And bye for now.